17, I made myself a DMZ, but they continue bombing me. I'm steady weak. They divided me in 17. I declared myself a DMZ, but they continue bombing me. It says in the to implement it today.
I don't consider myself to be like a poet or a writer. You know, my lyrics are lyrics, and they're meant to be. While I do try to get them to scan well on a page and to read well if you're just reading them, they're meant to be as part of the song, which is, you know, words and music. You know, but I do find that the kind of like all the things you hear about like novelists and poets and the way that they do operate when they're writing words, those ways work for me as well. Novelists say, I get up and I write for 3 hours every morning, and even if I throw it all out, that's my writing time, and I just write and write and write. And you know, you don't wait for that bolt of lightning to hit you with inspiration. You know, you sit down and you do some work. Not that the bolt of lightning doesn't happen every now and then, because it definitely does, but you know, it's rare if you want to put out an 11 to 17 song record every year, you know? You know, I hate to like demystify rock and roll a little bit, but for me, it's a job, it's labor, you know, I mean, it's a labor of love. I love doing it. It's not like, oh, I gotta go to work and write some songs, you know. I wouldn't complain about it like that, but it is, you know, I do approach it in that frame of mind, you know, and that's how you get through those blockages, is work, you know, simple as that.
As I was walking through a life on morning, the sun was out, the air was rolling, all alone, I was cold.
There's a real legitimate question, what's the point of the, and I've asked myself that on this trip, actually, you know, like, because sometimes it just gets to be such an insane grind, and you're not getting the feedback that helps you keep your own energy and momentum up, you know, and you're just like, what is the point, man? You know, like, George Bush just won the election again, you know, people are dying left and right. You're burning gas on the highway and making more petroleum products for people to put in their CD players, you know? What's the point? I kind of put in many more words than that. I kind of put that question on my website, and within 3 hours, I'd gotten hundreds of emails from people who were like, there's a point, you know, and you're making the point, and you better keep making the point, you know? And I was like, okay, maybe I don't know what the point is necessarily, but maybe that's the only point, you know, is that, like, it's not about affecting things on such a grand scale that the grand scale artists try to affect things on. What it's about is establishing, like, connection and community among individuals. It's not about like stopping a war, it's about helping each other live through a war, you know what I mean? And live on to do more and put, you know, more out, like tossing a pebble in a pond or whatever, and eventually, you know, it grows. You know,
This one's for everyone on the ground in Fallujah tonight. I mean everyone. In a sense it don't come easy, in a sense it never will. Accidents mean no one's guilty, ignorance means someone's killed.
I wouldn't write like semi-serious songs if I didn't want people to take something away from that, some ideas, you know, whatever, something to think about, you know, something that sank in a little more than just the music itself, you know, but it's a rock show, you know, so I want people to enjoy it on that level, you know. Ultimately, I want people, I think really what I want is, I want people to be able to go home in a good frame of mind, sleep well, wake up energized and psyched to, you know, carry it on tomorrow, you know.